What's up YouTube, it's the Elite Ace, live action, you already know what it is. I haven't done one of these videos in quite a while. This will be a video response to OAW Commander-in-Chief of Otaku Assemble. Now, this is, to this video, what's wrong, with his issue with the anime and manga community today. And what caught my eye, of course, the topic in the thumbnail, I show Luffy, Naruto, and One Piece. And I know you made this video months ago, a long time ago. But the topic still caught my eye, and I have to agree with what you were saying in the video. Now, for all of my subscribers and people who know me, they do know, yes, I am a Bleach fan. However, I am not a Bleach tar or a Bleach fanboy, actually a fanboy of anything. This is not in my genetic makeup at all. So, I believe the reason why the YouTube anime community or the modern society, like this society now of anime and manga fans, don't really talk about or discuss some of the classics or the greats, it's because of the fact that I think it's rather A, because it's over, or B, they were never exposed to it. And they don't care to backtrack within the anime history to watch it. And when I say it's over, when a series is over, topics and discussions are limited opposed to a series that's still going on. Now don't get me wrong, every now and then I may sit back and discuss something with people about series that are over, a la Gundam series or Fist of the Northern Star, but it gets cut short eventually because when the series is over, all you can really talk about really is your favorite battle, what you wish would have happened or could have happened, or do you think there could be another series, or the most messed up death, or who you think had the strongest attack. But opposed to animes and mangas that are continuing on, you're still wondering, you're still guessing, and it is messed up how you can predict a manga or anime. That's messed up how you predict Naruto like that. But I do not get down with One Piece at all. No, not at all. As far as Naruto, I'm just getting into that. But with everything, you hear good things and bad things about everything. A writer or artist can't please everybody. So for one series, someone will they'll say good stuff, but then you got this guy over here saying bad stuff about it. And the one series that you really like, somebody could be saying bad stuff about what you like. So but besides that point, that's why I think that is, because if you go back, a lot of these anime and manga fans now that are just obsessed with the current anime and manga that's out now, or a la, as they say, the big three, or big two, or big one, whichever you want to call it, they were probably 90s babies or late 80s babies. I'm talking about 89. And before these big three, the last time it was a big anime boom in America was with Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. After Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon had this spotlight and this moment of fame, it was anime was still popular, it was still around in the United States, but it wasn't a big boom until till One Piece and Naruto and Bleach came about. And when I look back, let's see, I remember when a preview channel for cable was black and red. I actually remember that. A lot of people don't remember that. I've been watching anime since I was 6 years old. Yes, 6 years old since I've been watching anime. And I first seen it on cable and on Sci-Fi Channel. And then I would start getting the VHS tapes, But for people who were born later into the world, they had late access to anime, and they never really knew about the greats like you named, Tenchi, Fist of the Northern Star, Robotech, the Gundams. Yes, people know about some of these greats because they're still putting them out there. You got Dragon Ball Z Kai, Gundam is still going on. How they got Gundam Age, Gundam Unicorn, all those kind of things. They redid the Evangelions. I have those first two volumes. I actually have the whole series of Ava. You know, the movie, the original series, plus the 2 remakes. And I noticed in that first remake, when you open up the pamphlet, the creator, you know, the director, he states that, you know, now he realizes what he can do with technology now. He wants to redo the whole thing, and he says hopefully that will catch the eye of the modern anime fans. And it is kind of sad that one have to think like that, because that's one of the reasons this younger generation does not want to go back and watch the old animes. They probably get turned off or complain about the animation or the grittiness or the lack of quality in it, and that's messed up. That doesn't really completely make a good anime. I mean, there are some old animes I'd rather watch way over a lot of these new ones, a whole lot. I mean, just like with these new games, same thing with the animes, you know, it's like you shake your head like, man, like they don't make them like they used to anymore. But what that man is saying, the director, he's pretty much saying, you know, they're not gonna go back and look at that first gritty, grainy episode of Evangelion, or try to sit through the whole series, or try to understand it. Excuse me for that noise, but it's sad. That's just how it is. Now, me, I can never think like that. A lot of people, they have gotten into anime. Well, a lot of this younger generation, they've gotten into anime through Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. I know that's one of the popular ones, one of the greats. But that's what people, you know, that's what started them off. That's pretty much their baby, their first, you know, of anime. And they compare it next to every other anime. They feel that no other anime, if it's not meeting up to DBZ standards, it's not good enough for me. All that kind of stuff. This one motivator sent me a message the other day saying every anime that came out after DBZ was because of DBZ. See, stupid stuff like that, you know, that's what, you know, that's what just makes anime fans look stupid, just as a whole. But that's their issue. They got into Sailor Moon, like that was their first ones they ever seen, or Dragon Ball Z, that's the first ones they ever seen, and they think like, okay, this is how anime really is. I'm going to compare everything else to this. If it doesn't match up to this, I'm not going to like it. But they need to realize that these new animes, yes, they were inspired from some of the old ones, but not completely. Now, as far as my taste, I like how you said in the video, you know, when you go from, you know, your teens to pre-teens to late teens, everything, all the way up to adulthood, you should know how to trim the fat and everything. And believe it or not, someone asked me how come I'm not down with Dragon Ball Z like I used to be. And like I said, since I started watching anime since I was 6, I ain't gonna lie, when I first seen Dragon Ball Z, I was just amazed, blown away for the style of what it was. Not because it was anime, because Dragon Ball Z first aired, if I'm not mistaken, on regular TV. And back then, not a lot of people had cable. Everybody and their mom has Comcast now. But back then, a lot of people didn't have cable. So my first access to anime was through cable and not regular TV. So when people was hooting and hollering over Samurai Pizza Cats and Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon and Pokemon, I'm sitting back like, this is nothing. It's nothing new to me. Like, you know, I got VHS tapes of anime and everything. I'm watching these. I was exposed to the very mature animes, and I'm not saying, you know, those are just completely always better, but I was exposed to that. And then, yes, I was a fan of Dragon Ball. Yes, I was a fan of Pokemon. And as I got older, I started to expand my horizon. I started to get Animerica magazines, Anime Insider magazines, New Type magazines. Then once the internet boom kicked in, I was doing research. Then on these anime VHS tapes and DVDs, they put trailers into it. And I'm starting to see, like, okay, I was like you said, I'm starting to trim the fat, see what I like, see what I don't like. I'm starting to realize the difference between story, plot, costume design, character design, everything. What makes sense? What, you know, if this ability is going to contradict this, if he's so powerful, how come this didn't happen? I look at all that writer's block, all these kind of things, and if I see what I don't like in an anime or manga, I'm like, okay, nothing is perfect, but I'll see if it keeps repeating. If it keeps repeating, And you know, art style to me is important. Maybe not to everybody else, but for me, art style is important because this is what I have to look at. This is what I have to look. I'm not trying to look at no cheesy, stupid, retarded ass character, no cast of characters, or no uninteresting main character or nothing. I mean, I never thought about costume design until I was watching the intro of Gundam Wing, and all my elites know. Hell, it's in my video. It's on my channel. I'm a big Gundam fan. Big Gundam fan. I was watching the intro of Gundam Wing, and it said costume design. I was like, So artists could draw the head and the hair and the eyes sweet all he want in a body frame, but then they got on a stupid looking outfit, or their motives as a character is dumb, or their ability is stupid or whatnot. They're just on some other stuff. I'm kind of gonna be like, So as I got older, my eyes would go across all these animes. I'm watching them, and then when I went back to Dragon Ball, I realized, like, wait a minute. I started to see, and not just with Dragon Ball, other animes as well. Don't get me wrong, I still like the fights in Dragon Ball, but the level I'm at with Dragon Ball, I don't own anything Dragon Ball. This is how I am with animes. There's animes I'll watch, and then there's animes I'm like, yeah, I'm putting that in my collection. I'm gonna be a fan of this. So I do love anime, but I'm not a fan of every anime. You know, I have a specific selection of anime. You know, yes, I have the Inuyasha, the Gundam, I have the whole thing of Robotech, the Evangelion, all that kind of things. You know, I remember the old classics, like Demon City, Shinjuku, all that kind of things, Visit Northern Star, Kira, Tenchi, all of that. But even with, for example, I love how Kubo is a great artist. Even the guy who drew Broken Sword, I forget his name. But I love Gundam, but I'm not a fan where we play favorites. I was watching Bleach for a long time, then I went back to watch Gundam Seed Destiny. I could see, like, you know what? I like Kubo's art style better. And it was not in my intentions to compare art styles. I don't just purposely get into a new anime and be like, you know, I'm going to compare it to this, compare it to this. When I cross paths back to that anime I used to watch, you know, that's when it helps me make my decision as far as what I want. It fits to Elite Aces style. And Bleach automatically failed. And of course, Bleach had to prove itself to me. It's not perfect. No anime or manga is perfect. But it fell under the categories that I already liked and wanted out of a series. Just like things with my women. You know, I'm a grown-ass man. I know what I want out of my women. So when I meet a female, and and all her traits and characteristics are automatically checked off, that's a plus for me. And it was a lot. Not every. Hold on. Not every. But it was a lot of that in Bleach. A lot. Not every. And you know, like I said, I do have a video of what I don't like about Bleach, so nobody come at me with that fanboy stuff. Not at all. So that's my whole thing about it. Commander-in-Chief, you know, I just think they grew up in a different time era, or maybe they're not, like you said, they're not true anime fans, and they don't want to go back and do their history and see what made anime. What you know, they don't want to go back and see the old anime that made anime what it is today. You know, the inspirations, the classics, the impact it made. Plus, like I said, it's over. Unfortunately, it's over. Like, for example, I could talk more about Gundam Unicorn than I could about Gundam Wing. Because Gundam Wing is over. I own the whole series as well as Endless Waltz. But Gundam Unicorn is still continuing on. There's still questions that are just going through my head. Actually, I'm sorry, excuse me. Gundam Wing technically is still going on in the manga. It's called Gundam Wing: The Frozen Teardrop. Yes, excuse me for that, but you get what I'm saying. So again, I agree, and it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. I guess the veteran, older anime fans, we are a rare breed, and if you are a younger breed and you're into the old animes, we need more like you. So this is the Elite Ace. Hope you all watched this video. I mean, hope you all liked this video. Of course you watched it, but comment and rate. I'm the Elite Ace signing out.